Hey everybody, I'm Jordan Lee, Major League Fishing Pro. Gonna talk to you a little bit about boat docks, how I approach a boat dock, and my tackle that I like to use. There's tons of boat docks all over the country. They hold fish, so we're gonna walk you through a little bit how I like to fish them. Boat docks hold fish really year-round, and it's always a great place to, especially on these bright sunny days, to try. Seems like too, when you're fishing boat docks, you know, finding some that are a little bit different. If you got a lake with 1,000 boat docks or more on it, you know, finding one that's, you know, like this one we're approaching. It's got a pontoon sitting out here. It's got a little platform. It's got a lot of shade on it. And those are the ones usually, this one may not hold a fish, but it's a great place to stop. Anywhere there's something different on a dock. I always like to throw it in there too, where I see the darkest shade. Anywhere where you see that looks like it's gonna be the most shade, that's typically where the fish is gonna be set up. You know, the outside's definitely important hit. Don't always think the fish are gonna be out here. A lot of times they'll slide up there really shallow under, you know, like the walkway part of the dock. The rod and reel setup is super key when I'm skipping boat docks. You have to have the right setup to be efficient. This is an Abu Garcia, it's a 7.2 medium heavy rod, and it's you know, once you get over 7.2, it seems like it's hard to really make a good cast. So a 7-foot, 7.2 is a perfect size rod for this technique. It's an Abu Garcia Revo ALF reel, high speed, so I can, you know, take up slack and just keep moving. On my reel too, you know, when I'm skipping, I like this knob where my bait's just really just a slow fall. It's a tension knob, and you know, you want it not to, this is where it's stopped, and I just want to click it one time where it's slowly falling in. That's when you know you got your reel set up perfect for this. That way when you go to skip, you know, it's not going to backlash. You know, if you're frustrated, you know, skipping, a lot of times it has to do with your reel setup. Having the right reel is definitely important. I said before, this ALF, you can see it's kind of a low profile reel, and it makes a big difference. You may be doing everything right, but not have the right setup. The most common thing I see when, you know, when skipping baits and backlashing is just having your reel adjusted correctly. And when I go to skip a bait like this jig, got a little Berkley MaxScent chunk on there, you know, you don't have to really throw it hard. You can just kind of just slide it, almost like you're skipping a rock. Just give it a good, you know, kind of like a little roll cast almost, and you don't have to put a lot of heat on it, and just kind of let the bait do the work. You know, when I'm skipping these docks, you know, and I get a cast way under there, I want to just kind of hop it a couple times. You know, if there's a fish there, you know, they're going to jump on it pretty quick. So you don't have to really let your bait sit under there for a long period of time. A lot of times those fish will hide, you know, right under those boats where that deepest shade is. That one. There he is. Oh, get out of there. Get out of there. Oh, it's a big one. That's a big one. Stay on. Oh yeah, it's a big fish. Oh yes, that's what I'm talking about. That is a giant for Minnesota. I'm talking about, that is a big fish. And you can see, I mean, that fish was under that deepest, darkest shade under that boat. I mean, that's almost a 4-pounder, if not, probably real close to a 4-pounder. And it's key too, you know, this is not a small fish technique fishing boat docks. You want to have heavy line. He was wrapped all over all that, just cables. 20-pound Berkley 100% fluorocarbon is definitely the way to go when you're skipping docks. So what an awesome fish. Just want to show you real quick my jig setup on this. You know, I got just a little 3/8 ounce hand tie jig. And this is a Berkley Maxcent meaty chunk. And, you know, it's a great jig trailer, and I just thread it all the way up so it makes the bait a little bit more compact, and you can see the flat sides on this. That way I can skip it and pitch it, you know, with ease. So definitely a great little jig trailer. That's the way that I like to fish boat docks. Hope y'all enjoyed some of those tips, and if you want more from the best pros in the world, check out MajorLeagueFishing.com, and it'll teach you how to catch more bass.